This morning we're going to be looking at your liver.
If your body feels like it's breaking down, low energy, stubborn fat, digestion issues, it's time to look deeper, because when your liver's in trouble, your whole system suffers. Fatty liver disease is now one of the most common health issues in adults over 40, and most people have no clue they're walking around with it. But here's the hopeful part. You can start healing your liver naturally and quickly. In this video, I'll show you the powerful, affordable ways to give your liver the support it needs starting today. But first, let's talk about the liver.
And your liver is the organ that is orchestrating the detox. The liver is often called the project manager because everything that goes into the body goes first to the liver, and everything that comes out of the body comes out under the jurisdiction of the liver.
It's like your body's cleaning crew, traffic control, and recycling center all rolled into one. That's a massive job, but the food we eat is overwhelming our liver. Never before in human history have we eaten this many carbohydrates. Take a walk down the average supermarket aisle. You'll see shelves stacked high with bread, cereal, pasta, cakes, cookies, muffins, and biscuits. And don't forget sugar. Not just the spoonfuls in your tea, but the hidden sugars in sauces, salad dressings, flavored yogurt, even in foods labeled as healthy. Most of it is made from refined sugarcane, stripped of any nutritional value, and pumped into nearly everything we eat. What does all that sugar and starch do?
All of these foods in the gastrointestinal tract break down to a singular structure called glucose. And glucose gets absorbed out of the gut into the blood, goes on the M1 main highway, portal vein straight to the liver. And then the liver determines what happens to that glucose. And the first place it goes is to the cell. So the glucose goes into the cell under the action of insulin. It goes through a 20-step pathway. And that 20-step pathway gives us 2 units of energy. The end result of the 20-step pathway is a chemical form of glucose called pyruvate. And pyruvate is the chemical form of glucose that gets fed into what's often called the powerhouse of the cell, because this 8-step pathway delivers to us 36 units of energy.
But if you're constantly sending in high amounts of glucose, your liver never gets a break. Eventually it says, "That's it, I'm full." So it starts storing fat right inside itself. That's how fatty liver disease begins. So what should we actually be eating? We've been told for decades to avoid butter, eggs, cream, and cheese to protect our heart. But guess what? Those foods don't spike your insulin. Carbohydrates do. Your body needs healthy fats to build hormones, protect your brain, and keep your metabolism running. And some fats, like those found in eggs, butter, and olive oil, are essential, meaning your body can't make them on its own. You have to get them from food. Also, fiber is essential. It acts like a broom for your gut, sweeping it clean, helping digestion, and delivering nutrients. But what about herbs? Well, nature has given us some amazing herbs that can support liver function, reduce inflammation, and help the body gently detox without harsh cleanses or expensive powders. And many of these herbs are already growing around you. Number 1. Dandelion.
Whereas dandelion, lion is the king of the jungle, and I think dandelion is the king of the herbs in the garden.
Yes, dandelion. The so-called weed in your backyard, that tough little plant pushing up through cracks in the sidewalk. It's actually one of the best herbs for your liver. Dandelion, or Taraxacum as it's known scientifically, has been used for centuries in traditional medicine, and modern research is now catching up. Studies show that dandelion has impressive antioxidant, hepatoprotective, and even anti-cancer properties. So what makes this plant so special? Its bitterness. Dandelion is naturally bitter, and that's a good thing. Bitter herbs stimulate your liver and digestive system to do their job better. They help your body release more bile, stomach acid, and enzymes, all of which are essential for breaking down food and absorbing nutrients properly.
And I'm so glad that God made the liver a recoverable organ, because some of the things that people are doing to their body, in ignorance, mostly granted, if we didn't have a recoverable organ, some of us wouldn't even live past our 20s. But God, in His great wisdom and mercy, made the liver to be a recoverable organ. And these herbs help stimulate the liver to regrow and to recover. Cancer cannot get a hold on the body if the liver's working in optimum performance. Now, how can we eat this? How can we eat the dandelion? Well, there's a recipe in Europe. A friend of mine went through Europe traveling for a while, and she stayed at some of her relatives because she is German descent. And she said that they make this wonderful hot potato salad. They cook the potatoes and then they chop them up hot into hunks, and then they chop up heaps of dandelion, and then they put lots of olive oil, crushed garlic and salt. Just imagine that. Doesn't that sound yum? Now those smooth, blandish potatoes covered with the delicious olive oil that makes anything taste nice, and that also calms down the garlic, and it also calms down the bitterness of the dandelion. So every mouthful you eat is mostly potato with that lovely oil on it, and salt, and a little garlic, and a little bit of dandelion. It's actually delicious. It sort of balances out to a delicious hot potato salad. Now this lady suffered from iron problems. She said, I had no iron challenges when I was in Europe. She said, I think it's because I was eating the hot potato dandelion salad every day. Now what you can also do, you can buy the dandelion root that's been roasted. So that's like a dandelion coffee. And you can buy a delicious drink in the health food shop, and we sell it at Misty, called chai dandelion. A lot of people will drink chai tea, but the tea of course has the tannin and the caffeines in it. But chai dandelion is a delicious drink. A lot of people don't like herb teas because they say they're tasteless and bland. Not chai dandelion. Chai dandelion is a delicious drink, and it has a whole lot of herbs and spices with it to give it that beautiful flavour. So you can have the fresh dandelion scattered through your salads, or you can make your hot potato salad with lots of dandelion in it, the leaves, or you can buy the dandelion root roasted and have that as a hot drink.
Number 2, lemon. Next up is lemon.
And you might be surprised to see that the first alkaline food I'm putting up here is the humble lemon. And you might say, no, the lemon's acid. It is. And it's acid where it should be. There's only one part in the body that should be acid. You know where that is? Stomach. It must be acid. If someone says, I've got a very acid stomach, I say, praise God. Because if you don't have an acid stomach, you can't break your proteins down. How do you know it's acid? Well, it's sore. Well, you shouldn't feel it. I can't feel it. It means you haven't got a thick mucosa lining on the stomach. We're going to look at water tomorrow, and that's made up of water. Maybe it's because you're dehydrated.
Well, they taste acidic, but once they're digested, lemons help alkalize the body, which supports a balanced pH and healthier internal environment. Lemons are loaded with potassium, calcium, magnesium, and iron. These are all important for keeping your body's pH in balance, especially in your liver. Number 3, ginger. Ginger is another liver-loving herb. It helps improve bile flow, reduce inflammation, ease bloating and discomfort.
If you buy car sickness or seasickness tablets, it's compressed ginger. Now the easiest way I think to have this is to grate it. So you grate it on that little grater, and you'll grate about a teaspoon, and you put it in a little teapot and pour boiling water on it, and let it sit probably 10 minutes. Now that might be too strong for you, but I love it. I love it like that. If it's too strong, you just water it down a little bit.
Number 4, turmeric. Bright yellow, slightly bitter, and full of healing compounds. Turmeric is one of the best-known herbs for fighting inflammation, and your liver loves it. The active ingredient, curcumin, works at a cellular level to reduce inflammation in the body. That matters because chronic inflammation is a major driver of liver damage and even liver cancer. Turmeric helps calm systemic inflammation, prevent liver cell damage, and boost your immune response. So if you've been feeling tired, gaining weight around the belly, or struggling with digestion, don't ignore it. Your body's sending signals, and more often than not, the liver is right at the center of it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more natural health insights, and let me know in the comments, what's one change you're going to make for your liver starting today?